Nigerians don't want to continue to live in a society where there is no power supply. Nigerians have had enough of driving on bad roads. Nigerians have had enough of crippling unemployment. Nigerians have had enough of insecurity. And you know, the interesting thing is Nigerians travel outside their country and they see how other countries fare well. And it doesn't, I have always said, one of the easiest nations to effect a change in is Nigeria.
Why so?
If there is a leader who will stand in front of the people and do what is right, the people will queue behind it. It is not a difficult thing. It is just because the culture of lawlessness, the culture of impunity, the culture of lackluster leadership has been ingrained in the society for way too long. That's why you find that anything goes. Go back to the days of the military, where the military ruled by military fiat, and anything went. We imported that into the civilian dispensation, where you feel you're not accountable to anybody, you are above the law. You know, I see it these days and I'm wondering what exactly is happening to us. You drive along Ikorodu Road and you see people driving on the BRT lane. What they didn't do some 2-3 years back, now people just do it without much, too much of a crowd. You know, so if we have someone who will man Ikorodu Road, and when I mean someone, I mean an institution. For heaven's sake, we have a monitoring unit that's supposed to monitor what goes on that stretch and ensure that there is sanity. If it is done for 1 month, it will stop. Why do we wear seat belts in Nigeria today? Because somebody in the FRC got up one day and said, we're enforcing it.
We have to do it.
That is it. And you know, that is how easy it is to get Nigerians to change, because we love the good life in Nigeria. So if we see a leader who will say to us, do things the right way, and you will get the desired benefits, Nigerians will queue behind that.
Okay, like, that's very good talk. For the very first time, Nigerians came out to decide, as it were, and the whole world actually saw that we put our right foot forward to take the decisions that were taken, especially in choosing whom we want to lead us. Now, do you see a scenario where this will continue? It's not going to be like business as usual, you know, in Nigeria. Do you see a situation whereby the Nigerian youth and the Nigerian citizen will come out in this fresh revolution that we've had without violence, as it were, and when policies and agendas begin to unfold in the new dispensation, people will actually come out? Do you see a continuity of this decision? Will there be voices standing up to say, hey, we put you there, this is what we want? Do you see a Nigeria that will emerge like this?
Without equivocation, certainly. Certainly. You know, I cast my mind back to January 2012, when we had the fuel subsidy protests, practically across the length and breadth of Nigeria. It was then that was a signpost to the fact that change, something was happening. The average Nigerian was tired of being taken for granted. It is something that has evolved over time. And you see, we've only just begun. We've got a long way to go, but haven't come this far. I don't see how someone will come tomorrow and then say that he wants to reverse the use of PVCs and card readers. Because there is an understanding, there is a supposition that the use of a card reader, of the PVC, for instance, reduced the incidence of ghost voters, as I refer to them, where you have multiple registration and then people can just come and go from place to place and thumbprint and vote and, you know, succeed in rigging. Whether we like it or not, the use of the PVCs and card reader has reduced the occurrence of ghost voting, multiple registration, and of course rigging. I don't see how anyone can take us back. I don't see how that will happen. I don't see us as a people relapsing into a state where we allow anyone to ride roughshod over us because the person occupies one political office or the other. I saw a clip on the internet where the president-elect met with some young Nigerians in the United States, and they said to him, "We believe in you, we will vote for you, but one thing which we ask of you, do not disappoint us." They said to him, "Some of us that you see here are traveling home to vote. Do not disappoint us. If you do, the same way as we have galvanized support in your favor, we will galvanize support against you and vote you out." And I believe that is where Nigeria is headed for now, where the people can take a stand and say, "We're voting you into power and we will watch you. If at the end of your term or your tenure you disappoint us, we'll show you the way out."
All right, again, that takes me to yet another question, talking about accountability now. Most of the times we vote people in office, and the only time we get to see them is when they come asking for your votes. And after then, maybe you see them some 4 years after again when they come back to seek for return back to office. Now, how do we start to, because our leaders are not used to coming back to account to tell us what they're supposed to have done. We have not been asking questions. So at what point, or how do we go about holding them forth now to be accountable for some of their actions?
You see, to start with, we haven't had leaders in Nigeria. I have maintained it over the years. We have not had leaders. We've had rulers.
Okay.
For those who know the qualities and attributes of a leader, they will know we haven't had leaders in Nigeria. Very, very few and far between have we had people we can call leaders. So you see, coupled with that is the fact that the people who have been in office ruling were not elected by us. They were not elected by us. So they didn't owe us any reason to be accountable. You didn't put me there, you can't ask me to account to you. You can't come into my house and tell me to explain to you what I do in my house. It's my house. But if I allow you into my house, then you have to abide by my rules and regulations. And where I see that you are not doing that, I can call you to order.
It's our
That
house,
is
not
where-
their houses. It's our house.
That is no, but you see, they have lived there as if it is theirs.
Yes.
And you see, when politicians understand that they are in office at the behest of Nigerians, that we put them there. I mean, see the nations we always refer to as developed nations. The politicians know that they owe their term in office to the electorate. And if you do not satisfy their yearnings and desires, they will ask you questions. If you are not able to answer satisfactorily, you're on your way out. I believe that is where we're getting to.
True.
I will not say we're there yet, but that is where we're getting to.
Okay.
All right.
Well, 5 battleground states that we have. The elections is tomorrow. The police have sent out, the Inspector General of Police has done so much towards security. And of course, in the papers, we did see that 5 battleground states have been cut out, that we need to really watch and look. And these are Imo, Rivers, Lagos, Kaduna, and Benue State tomorrow. What do you think the story will look like? 5 battle states, despite the fact that we've had INEC do all the necessary groundwork, and of course people are eager to come out to vote, and security has been beefed up. But when you relate what happened in the previous election, and all the sensitization that has gone forth, and still yet the states have been cut out, that these are the states they will look at. What do you think we should be expecting tomorrow?
I know that the wise thing to do is what the police has done. Except you want to play the ostrich, that's when you fail to identify your flashpoints or your black spots. Having identified those areas, even when we say security has been beefed in those states, there is still a need for everyone to be careful, to be cautious. More importantly, there is a need on the part of the major players, the politicians, the political parties, to ensure that they instill in their supporters the need to eschew violence. No doubt, the elections in those states will be keenly contested. What must also be understood, what people must always appreciate is when you go into elections, everyone cannot win. Someone will win, someone will lose. But you see, the body language of the politicians is what will determine whether we will experience violence or not. If from the outset the disposition of the politicians has been the winner take it all, the get it at all cost attitude, that is what will inform the attitude, the outcome, the disposition of their supporters. We cannot overemphasize the fact that if the incumbent president had not conceded defeat, if he had taken a body language, a disposition that suggested that he was going to contest the outcome of the presidential results, we wouldn't be here saying this. So there is a great burden placed on politicians. Because you see, if I am a contestant and the results are announced and I say, you know what, I take it in good faith, what will my supporters say
after that
they want to gain by going out and becoming violent? And the other dimension is, if I have not given them any reason to believe that I'm a violent person, it will not be me they are supporting if they choose to be violent. So, having said all of that, the important thing is for people to be careful, people to be watchful, people to be cautious, for politicians to remind their supporters that if you don't win today, prepare yourself for another day, and you may very well win.
All right, thank you very much, Barrister Komalafe. We'll have a break now on Monday, 2015, in case you're just joining us, and then we'll be back after the break. Please don't go away.
Nigeria, come, let's sing the song of unity. Let us eschew